This is Rockport Ryan with Texas Fishing Tips, and this is your weekly fishing report. All right, guys, what we're going to need to do this week is take advantage of that split in the duck season and get out there and fish. The water clarity in Copano Bay is crystal. What I would suggest first, coming out here from Port Bay Road Launch, come around that point up into here. We still have some nice tides, but with that water clarity and everything, definitely going with some top waters early in the morning for the reds. Unfair shrimp are going to be working real nice. For the black drum, the Z-Man crab have been killer in the root beer and gold. Come all the way down this shoreline going after your reds. Come out into this cut. We're going to be picking up some nice trout. If you haven't gotten anything by then definitely come over to this corner. Give it a shot. We've been picking up some nice mid-slot reds over here as well. All right, another great place since we don't have to worry about the duck hunters is going to be coming over out here, the Swan Lake Launch. They have paved Copano Retreat Road, so it is a nice trip down. When you're coming up this flat and up this shoreline and everything, get that nice paddle tail jig head, bounce it on the bottom, going after some flounder. Come into this, the actual Swan Lake. When you're going around through here, you should be seeing some nice reds. We are still seeing some tailing reds in here. They're staging up. Nice thing about this place, it helps protect from the wind and everything. When you come out to these islands, fish between these islands, come on the outside of these islands to pick up some trout. For the trout, we've mostly been using the Z-Man trout tricks. They've been working really great. And then for the reds, mostly topwaters, unfair shrimp have been what we've been catching them on in this area. Okay, also, since we don't have to worry about the duck hunters, you could launch from either the boat launch here along St. Charles Bay, or you could come down to the bend right by the big tree. Coming around this point, when you come around that point, I will tell you that we are moving into cooler temperatures, so it's going to be nice to get way, way, way back in here. The reds are still going to be staging up in here, but they're going to be in the back of that little bite right there. When you're coming back out, if the water level's high enough, come through this canal system and into the actual mud lake. You should be able to pick up some nice reds in there. All in this area is going to be topwaters. Okay, also with the duck hunters not being around, Lighthouse Lakes is open for business. So launching out from over here by the casino boat, we could come into this main area. Wouldn't necessarily be necessary dragging all the way up into the lake. Stay out on this open flat area, coming up into these cuts maybe. This is going to have some nice reds as well as some trout. Coming back out and around into this pit is definitely some place to hang out for a little bit. Top waters are going to be the call around here. If you're heading out away from the shoreline, then switching to paddle tails, the Z-Man trout trick, any of that stuff to pick up some of the trout. And if the wind is coming a little from the south, what I would do is jump over here to Brown and Root Flat. Again, we don't have to worry about duck hunters. So come on in here, come across, cruising along, right along these shorelines and everything. You should still be seeing some nice reds. If our water temperatures do drop some more, you'll need to be out here more right along this drop. You'll still be able to pick up some reds on the flats and some trout just around that drop off. All right, another place that's been producing pretty well is over here at the Old Terminal Causeway launch. When you get between these islands, definitely check around them. We've been picking up some nice trout between them and even some reds. But main spots you're going to be going is right across this flat. It is going to be slightly deeper. If our water temperatures do drop, there is that cut that comes out right to there. Inside that cut and right on the edges of it, you should still be able to pick up some nice fish. You can also come down and follow around. There's a cut that runs right along the old terminal, and they're using it like a little highway right now. Remember, in the cold, what's going to happen is they're going to be looking for some soft mud that's going to be holding that temperature overnight. Then as the day goes on, they'll transition out onto the flats. So finding these cuts and these highways are what's going to be producing the fish as we move into the colder temperatures. This is Rockport Ryan. Thank you for watching.